It's our reality, just your average family trying to be normal and stay out of trouble, living a double life.
What's up? Today we got the Thunderman's Season 1, Episode 7, Weekend Guest. So this episode starts off at the Thunderman house. We see Phoebe excitedly asking Max, Billy, and Nora if they want to see something awesome. Billy and Nora say they love awesome things, so Phoebe shows them a Limpopo flytrap, or commonly known as the Venus flytrap. Because I looked up what Limpopo means and it just took me to Venus flytrap. So, yeah, I just put Venus flytrap. Because I don't know why Phoebe calls it a Limpopo, because literally it's just a Venus flytrap. Yeah. Her science teacher allowed her to babysit it for the weekend. And because it's called Weekend Guest. And it's a huge honor. Phoebe says that after seeing it eat a fly, Max becomes... Yeah, it's a huge honor, Phoebe says. After seeing it eat a fly, Max becomes determined to see what else it can eat. Max says he wants to try fruit pudding, but Phoebe tells him not to touch it because it's on a special diet of flies and rationed water. Phoebe says it's her responsibility if anything happens to her, and then she'll notice Max. Then she notices Max taking the fly trap, and says right now it's been his dream to eat a plant weird stuff. Phoebe says, yeah. Phoebe says when and then Max says until right now when he learned a fly trap could eat weird stuff. Oh, I love Max. But, yeah. Phoebe says no one's touching the plant but her and a few unexpected flies. Max asks Billy and Nora if they want to see what the fly trap can do. Nora says no because they can't touch. Phoebe says they can't touch it, but Phoebe leaves, so Max says Phoebe can't hear them, so what's the real answer? And Nora says she wants it to eat Billy. Okay. Literally, yeah, Nora wants it to eat her brother because Nora wants it to kill Billy. It's kind of bad, but Billy says okay, but then he says wait. Billy says wait, and then he says okay, basically meaning that he's okay with being digested by a fly trap. Again, as we all know, Billy is not the smartest kid in the Thunderman family. The show keeps trying to tell us this, but we already know. After the opening, we see Nora trying to laser an apple off of Billy's head, but Barb tells her not to do it. Not to. Nora says Billy likes it, and Billy says he kind of does because again, Billy is not a smart kid. Then Max is running with the fly trap before Phoebe freezes Max, takes the fly trap, and unfreezes Max. Max says this isn't over. He will feed the fly trap. Max says Hank's fancy black suit. Who died? Max says Barb's old Uncle Wilfred. Barb and Hank are flying to Metrobird for their B plot because, yeah, that's the B plot of this episode. Hank and Barb going to Metrobird to go to the Uncle Will reading. Yeah. So Barb and Hank going to their B plot to go to Metrobird. To go to Metrobird. For his will reading. Hank says that after a long life of fighting crime, as the All-American Bob, he's leaving Barb his greatest treasure. The One Piece. Maybe he's related to Goldie Roger. Actually, he doesn't say that, but, you know, when you hear the words greatest treasure, you know you have to think of the One Piece. He doesn't say Goldie Rogers. He just says that he's leaving Barb his greatest treasure. They have to see what it is. Maybe it's the One Piece. But they say they're hoping it's his yacht or his mansion. Max tries to tries to give a shish kebab to the fly trap, but Phoebe threatens him by saying that if he tries that, she'll shish kebab him. Wow. Hank tells him that if they are that there's no fighting, and if he sees fighting, he's gonna drop the thunder on them. Max tells Hank. Meanwhile, Phoebe, yeah. Then they leave. After they leave, meanwhile, Phoebe's in her room talking to, because this is actually the first time that we actually see Phoebe's room in the series, which is interesting. We always see usually is Max's lair, but this time we actually see Phoebe's room, which I don't think we actually see Billy and Nora's room until season 3, or their new room in season 3, but yeah. She's giving it ration water and she calls him Trevor, but I'll call him Hinata Kageyama because I do not like the name Trevor, so I'm calling him Hinata Kageyama because Hinata and Kageyama are my two favorite characters from Haikyuu, and I decided to run this joke the entire episode because I did not like that she called him Trevor. Okay, so Phoebe tells Hinata that she'll never leave him. Then when Nora tells her that Cole Campbell's on the phone, Phoebe abandons Hinata the fly trap. I know that's not his name, but I'm not calling him Trevor. Just bear with me. Phoebe answers the phone, just hear Billy and Nora doing a dude's voice. Phoebe sees Max trying to take Hinata, and Max says she named her plant Hinata. Billy says he looks more like a paw, and then Nora does, or maybe Fernando. That's just a good joke, and the way she says Fernando just is so hilarious. Nora says his name is Hinata Kageyama, and no one's feeding him anything. Billy says, I guess we're not allowed to feed Hinata, but Nora says they cannot feed Fernando. Again, just the name, just Fernando, and the way she does that is just like that's good. Nora and Billy show up in spy gear to steal Hinata. Phoebe catches them and confronts Max over dragging Billy and Nora into it. Max says Phoebe can't believe he would do anything to achieve his selfish goal, his selfish goals. Phoebe says she totally believes that. Max says he won't let it happen. None of this would have happened if she would have let them eat the fly trap. Then they would have had the fly trap. Then they start arguing when the thunderman alerts to Barb and Hank calling. Hank says that they're about to watch it. Tells Barb and Hank that they're about to watch a movie. Barb questions why Nora and Billy look like they're about to rob a museum. Because also, I love that Nora's bow is black, like a spy outfit. That is a good attention to detail show. Phoebe says that they're mourning great Uncle Wilmer. Barb corrects by saying it's Uncle Wilfred, and Billy says, he gone too? Wow, their uncles are dropping like flies. Again, do I have to say it again that Billy's not the smartest kid? Phoebe says they gotta go. Phoebe says they gotta go to keep the line open if they want to call again. Phoebe uses her telekinesis to decline the call. Max says they're not feeding Hinata, and that's final. Max says that they're not eating these jalapeno peppers. Billy said Billy's about to eat them. Max says no, but Nora lets him do it. We don't even see if he actually eats them or what the consequences of it. It just cuts. Meanwhile, back in Phoebe's room, we see Phoebe giving Hinata his final rationed water. Just as Phoebe starts to read The Abs of Steel, the Channing Tatum story, accidentally knocks over all the rationed water, killing Hinata. So Phoebe has no choice but to go to Max for help. As Max is telling Billy Nora his plan to get to Cleveland, get the fly trap, and then live in Cleveland, Phoebe says Cleveland was the first place that she would look for him. Nora says she told them they should have gone to Miami. Again, love Nora, but Phoebe says how that's her teacher's favorite plant, and she killed it. Phoebe says that they need Max's help. House? Why did I say that? Max says that Phoebe's acting a lot. It's not like Max is some crazy scientist. Then it cuts to Max in a lab coat laughing maniacally. Then we see Billy is dressed as Igor and Nora as the bride of Frankenstein with a bow in her hair. That is great. Bill Gore, which I'm calling him because it's a collaboration of Billy and Igor. Bill Gore gives Maxine all the ingredients to revive Hinata, the Venus mcflytrap. Phoebe promises to let Max feed whatever he wants to the mcflytrap, and Max pulls a lever. Lightning strikes, bringing Hinata, the Venus mcfly, back to life. Then cuts to Phoebe sleeping when a vine wakes her up, revealing that Hinata has become a monster, or has become just a big thing. Yeah. Max feeds it an apple and spits it out. Phoebe tells Max to fix it. Max said that she told him to bring it back to life. And Phoebe says that she didn't mean to bring it back to life as a monster, as a mutant freak. Max says that that's what Max brings to the party. And Phoebe says if her teacher asks why her mcflytrap has teeth and can strike up a conversation, she'll say that that's what Max brings to the party. Max says Phoebe said that he can feed the flytrap whatever he wants, and as superheroes they must keep their word. Then Phoebe says, curse for code of ethics. Hinata and Max are going to have a feast in his lair. Phoebe says not without her. Then Nora yells about how Phoebe promised her and Billy breakfast in bed. Then Phoebe says, curse for code of breakfast. Okay guys, we get it. Phoebe is cursing her normal. We get it, writers. You're making a joke about how Phoebe is cursing what she promised. We get it. You don't have to make it a breakfast joke. Meanwhile, in the B plot, which took a while to get to, because it took us a long time to get to the B plot. Meanwhile, in the B plot, Hank and Barb get to Uncle Wilfred's house. Uncle Wilfred's go to Uncle Wilfred's wheel reading. Barb says, look at Uncle Wilfred in his American Blob uniform, saying he looks adorable. Then we cut to reveal that he just wears a hat and a suspender or something, and he wears no shirt. That's why Hank says, Hank says that's one way to put it. Then Mr. Finster, the attorney showed about the American Blob shows up. Hank and Barb introduce themselves. Yeah, then he says about how they're they need to wait for one more guest to arrive before they can start. Barb says, "Who's that guest?" And then we see it's their cousin Blobbin, who becomes a major character after this episode. So don't forget him. He's here he's the American Blob's all the American Blob's sidekick, and he's based off of Robin from the 1960s Batman television show. He literally wears red and green, just like how Burt Ward's Robin did in the except for he doesn't wear a mask. Except for Robin does wear a mask. I don't think. Or did he? The attorney starts the reading by reading the American Blob's biography, throwing my weight around the American Blob story. Mr. Finster starts reading, and Hank says, yeah, they're going to be there a while. Hank says, yeah, maybe there's pictures. And Mr. Finster says no and starts reading the first paragraph. And Blobbin says, he learned so much from the American Blob. Well, back in the A-plot, Max comes down to the lair only to see Hinata has become huge, just like that monster seen in the Little Shop of Horrors. Right there. He's become that. Right there. From the Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, weird, but where did they got that thing? From the Little Shop of Horrors. Weird. Did they actually use that? I never thought I have to make a Little Shop of Horrors reference because one, I've never seen that movie, and two, again, I never thought I have to make a reference to that movie in a Nickelodeon review, in a Nickelodeon show's review, but here I am doing it. Yeah. Dr. Claus says the fly trap is huge because of the gallons of growth hormones. Then Hinata, the McFlytrap, eats Dr. Colosso. Hank says Max says, Max says no messes with his bunny and tries to freeze the McFlytrap, but it's revealed that he's immune to superpowers. So Max goes upstairs to look for Hank's chainsaw when Phoebe and Nora see Billy get captured by a vine, and Max and Phoebe ask if this is Hinata, and Hank says, wait, no, Max says, okay, I said Hank again, come on. It's Max. Max says it's his other meat plan. Then Thunderman alerts to Hank and Barb. And Hank and Barb question on why. They are singing the Hank and Barb question on why they're singing the exact same play they were the last time they called. Barb thinks because her kids miss her. And then Mr. Finster comes in to say break's over. They are now on chapter. They are on the autobiography. They are still reading the autobiography, and they are now on chapter 106. The call ends, and Phoebe says they need to fix the McFly trap before Hank and Barb get back. Max says that he has an antidote to fix the McFly trap, so he needs someone to go down to his lair and get the chemical. Nora says he must think they're idiots, and then Billy says he loves playing get the chemicals because, again, Billy's not smart. The show keeps trying to tell us that Billy is not the smartest kid in the Thunderman family. Don't know why they keep trying to tell us this, but they do. They do. They keep trying to tell us this. Yeah. Phoebe says that they're doing it together and she has a plan. Max then tells her that, of course, superpowers don't work on it, and she says she has a new plan. Then Phoebe coming down to the lair while Nora's making bird noises. It's revealed that Phoebe's new plan was to have Billy and Max dress up like sunflowers. Phoebe says Max and Billy will strike the McFly trap so she and Nora can get the antidote. Billy is flirting with the McFly trap, and Phoebe says they better fix him quick before he changes his social status to his relationship status to it's complicated. Again, funny Phoebe moment. Yeah. So yeah. While Max and Nora grab the green, purple, and yellow chemicals, Nora steals Hank's emergency fried chicken. Meanwhile, in the B plot, Mr. Finster is finally on the last page of the autobiography, saying that the only regret the American Blob had was that he never experienced the greatest adventure of all, having a family of his own. Now time for the will reading. Well. Now time for the will reading. The attorney says that the American Blob has given Blobbin his mansion, his fortune, has given Blobbin all of his money, his mansion, and his signed autobiography. The attorney says the American Bob gives Barb, who has so much. Hank thinks that they're getting the yacht, but it's actually that he's giving them all of his jams and jellies. So yeah, they don't get the yacht. Again, they're kind of being too cocky, thinking that they were gonna get a yacht. Like, bro, I don't know who gets the yacht, because if Bobbin got them all of Uncle Wilfred's money and his mansion, then who gets the yacht? I guess they'll just sell the yacht. Yeah. Barb says Uncle Wilfred made her realize that they're in a good adventure with a family and 4 happy kids. Then it cuts to Billy and Nora almost being eaten by a McFly trap. Okay, I know it's bad, but it's kind of funny her saying, "Oh, they have 4 happy, healthy kids," and then Billy, and it cuts to them, then Nora and Billy being eaten by a McFly trap, with Billy saying he's not happy. How is this happy and healthy? Yeah. So yeah. Well, Max and Phoebe work on the antidote. Max dips Phoebe's shoe in the antidote. Dips Phoebe's shoe in the antidote. So when Nora confesses to Billy, she uses this toothbrush to scrub Dr. Colosso. Phoebe realizes that since it ate Dr. Colosso, so the McFly trap likes bunnies, like rabbits. So they put the antidote on the stuffed bunny toy that Mr. Colosso wanted to be turned real, and give the McFly trap to the McFly trap. Max then puts the antidote on the stuffed bunny and throws the antidote bunny into McFly trap. So the McFly trap spits out stuffed bunny and Dr. Colosso, and the fly trap starts shrinking and eventually returns to its normal self. Max and Phoebe start arguing over who defeated the fly trap, and Nora says that she's glad everything's back to normal. Then Billy asks her about his toothbrush, and then Nora runs upstairs with Billy chasing after her. Then at night, at Thurman family house, Phoebe, Max, Billy, and Nora are taking out putting the plants, vines, and leaves into the layer. When the thunderman tells them that Hank and Barb are approaching, so Max takes the garbage of the plants, vines, and leaves and takes it outside. Hank and Barb comes in with the jams and the jelly. Billy almost tells Barb. Barb sits down and asks what they did today. Billy almost lets out about them almost being eaten by a Venus McFly trap, because again, Billy is not the smartest kid. So Phoebe tells him to be quiet, because Phoebe is the smartest kid. And tells Barb that almost tells Barb about them getting eaten by a Venus McFly trap, but Phoebe says Billy has an active imagination and tells Billy to stop talking. Barb says that she was thinking about making putting on a family dinner of a green salad. They say no. Then she says she's going to make a spaghetti. Billy says no, but then he says spaghetti is good. Then the episode ends as Barb goes to make the spaghetti. Okay, one of the weirdest endings of the entire episode. She just leaves and the episode ends. Wow, what a weird way to end the episode. Like, nothing is resolved. We never see the plant again. This episode never referenced again. And yeah, so that was weekend get. Yeah. So yeah. So let's put on our super suits as we go to the pros. Yeah. New thing that I'm doing. Okay. So pros. 1. Good introduction to another mainstay character in Blobbin, good Little Shop of Horror reference, and good naming the Flytrap shows how much I love Hinata and Kageyama in Haikyuu. So yeah, that was Weekend Get. Blobbin was a good character, and I liked his actor in Reacher, which was very good. So, excited to see more of Blobbin, and R.I.P. the American Blob. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time for Thunderman Season 1, Episode 8, You Stole My Thunderman, which she's introduced another main character, and the principal of Hiddenville High, Principal Bradford. Yeah, we didn't get him introduced until the next episode, and it has the one and only appearance of Jace Norman as Flunky. So, yeah, who would later get his own show called Henry Danger, and you know that show's awesome. I was talking about how Danger Force just ended, and I didn't watch it, and I felt like it was kind of an unnecessary sequel to Henry Danger. But Nickelodeon loves doing that. They love creating unnecessary sequels to great shows. Like Sam and Cat. Why did we need a show like that? But yeah. Also, the Thunderman's Returns movie comes out next month. And I probably won't review it because I have to wait till I finish this series before I get to that movie. And yeah, and don't we want them to bring more Thundermans? Because if this movie does good, and since yeah, hashtag Thunderman 6 more seasons for this show. Bring back the show in a sequel format and give us more of these characters, because I don't want the Thunderman's Returns movie to be the final time that we see these characters, because these characters are great. Actually, I thought that the Thunderman's series finale would be the final time we see these characters, but now that we're getting a movie, I want that to be the final time we see these characters. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time for Thunderman's Season 1, Episode 8, You Stole My Thunderman. Thunderman, away! Kind of funny that it's called that.